All right, man. It's just something that just I don't really understand. What is this shit with this Travis Scott McDonald's meal that people are going crazy over? From my understandings, before Travis Scott was a thing with McDonald's, people been shitting on McDonald's for years, talking about the food is not the same, the meat don't taste like it's real meat, the Sprite is trash. You know what I mean? Sprite been trash for a minute, and niggas ain't really been fucking with them for a cool second though. So I'm like, all right, how many motherfuckers go to McDonald's and really get a quarter pounder? Because a quarter pounder ain't really been that lit since I'm gonna say the 2000s. You know what I mean? The 2000s, we used to stay at McDonald's. You know what I mean? It was either a quarter pounder with cheese and add bacon, or a fucking McDouble with cheese and add bacon, or a McChicken with cheese and add bacon. But I was just confused that he did a collab with McDonald's, and I was just like, what is this shit? It's the same thing with the fucking Reese's Pieces cereal. And it's like, bro, this cereal been around for a minute, and yet you niggas is getting hyped because of a box. The cereal ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the McDonald meal came with merch. I seen like little hats and shirts and pants and shit like that. And I guess the crew members got to actually have a fucking shirt. Some nigga sold this shit for 600. Salute to that nigga. But a nigga would have been fired. You selling your uniform, you out of here. But I'm just confused off of it. And I didn't think it was real when I first saw it. I was like, hell no, this shit ain't real. Then I seen a commercial and I'm like, this shit is real. It's like that's what he gets when he goes to McDonald's way before his fame shit. It's cool, I get it. But why in the fuck are people going crazy over it? It works if it's for like little kids. You know what I mean? Like elementary kids. Cause if you're in middle school, I mean, how many motherfuckers really even fuck with McDonald's like that? They fries ain't been the same. None of that shit. What he really should have went after, he should have did something for actual kids. He should have did a Happy Meal joint. You know what I mean? They could do like the little box or whatever the case may be, and get like put some money into it to where you could have like a little Travis Scott action figure, nothing crazy, just like a little miniature figure. Probably do like 3 different styles, so when kids can come there, they can try to collect all the Travis Scott, little memorabilia or whatever. But just to get a quarter pounder of fries and a fucking soda, $6. It's like, bro, I don't even fuck with quarter pounders like that since I was like, what, 14? And I definitely ain't going to McDonald's if I really want a burger like that. So I just don't understand the fucking hype. You see everybody on social media going crazy. Some of the pictures I've seen of fucking meat that's basically raw in the middle, it ain't done, and shit look trash. Uh, and niggas is talking about the Sprite, which is crazy. It just, I don't get it. It should have been like more create. It should have been more of a creative thing. Really sit at the table and think of something dope. Because you look at McDonald's history of food items, it's food items that niggas love that they don't even fucking, you know what I mean? They don't even produce no more. You know what I mean? It's just like, damn, nigga, you could have been a little bit creative. Like, all right, get with the team. Niggas love chicken nuggets. Let's get them to do a limited supply of chicken nuggets, but they're shaped in cactus. Like, you take the chicken nugget and you shape it in this, you know, in a form of a cactus or whatever the case may be. Something like that. You know what I mean? And the little Dunkin' sauce, whatever you want to call it. But, I mean, fries with barbecue sauce? Who the fuck eats their fries with barbecue sauce? I'm more of a sweet and sour guy myself, but if I'm gonna talk about fries and barbecue sauce, I'm gonna go back to Wendy's yellow box era, and that fries with that barbecue sauce, fire. You know what I mean? I don't want to make this video hella long. It's just I ain't that shit just crazy. I mean, I congrats to the nigga, cause I'm quite sure he got a nice bag for it or whatever. But it just that shit just weird. It was a cereal, it's the McDonald's meal. Like, what's next, nigga? Like, goddamn, like it just threw me off. You know what I mean? I ain't want to be one of them niggas that talk about some shit just to do it. I don't give a fuck. I don't get views on my channel anyway. Just I ain't understand that shit. Like, when the last time a nigga really went to McDonald's like, yo, I'm gonna get that quarter pounder meal. But imagine going to McDonald's now and you don't even fuck with quarter pounders. Like, yo, y'all got the Travis Scott meal. That sounds crazy if you're a certain age though. You go in there just to get some shit to say you got it to post a picture. It's just a fucking quarter pounder with different, condiments, fries, and a Sprite. That shit is weird. Like, I don't really even understand that shit. I mean, McDonald's sales may go up a little bit for this shit, but it's like it's a limited time thing. And it's like it's dumb as fuck. The shit that he put on his quarter pounder, you literally can order the same quarter pounder like that without it being a Travis Scott thing. I just thought that was the most oddest shit, and I didn't think it was real. I'm like, 2020 has been weird, but this shit can be real, and it was fucking real, bro. Like, even when it was just the talk of it, he made a like little tweet or some shit talking about he got a situation with McDonald's. And I was like, this shit ain't real. Saw the commercial and it was real. It's like, what? I don't understand that. Like, what the fuck? Like, is it some merch that niggas can go online and buy, like some shorts, a shirt, a hat, or whatever? I've seen shit, but you know how Photoshop shit, you know, people create shit. The most creative people, you know, on social media create some shit. And it's like, that's dope too, though. But it's like, you really want to walk around with a McDonald's shirt? You know what I'm saying? Just because it got Cactus Jack on it, or like the little Travis Scott, you know, detail on it. That shit look crazy. I mean, even a McDonald's shirt, I saw it, I was just like, somebody paid $600 just for this shit because it said Cactus Jack and it's red and it got the McDonald's little joint right there. What? You can literally go get that shit made damn near. I mean, I ain't trying to sound like a hater or no shit like that. I just thought that shit was weird. Thank God I don't got kids, because I look at them kids like they crazy as fuck. You ain't asked for McDonald's in 6 months, but this nigga do a fucking video and a commercial and you talking about you want to go get the Travis Scott meal. That's a hard pass, bro. We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? You don't even fucking eat quarter pounders. You know how kids is wasteful. They take 3 bites out of some shit and don't want it no more. So I'm like, hell no. Nah. But to see all these motherfuckers doing it just to do it, just to talk about it on the video, I know I feel right into the category, but I'm just saying, I don't really get it. You know what I mean? And that shit is just so fucking weird. Like, what the fuck? Like, is that shit limited edition or is it forever? Because it's just like, once that shit fade, then what? Like, that's crazy. McDonald's doing that bad to all the artists, that's who you reach out to? I mean, damn. I probably would look at my manager like, nigga, you want me to what? What's the money looking like? Huh. I mean, I guess, but at the end of the day, I mean, who the fuck still eats McDonald's? Like, I'm sorry. I think Wingstop would have been a better situation. I would have hollered at Ross real quick. Like, yo, let's link up and, you know, put something together. Because it's just like, I feel like that would have been a bigger and better situation than McDonald's. Like, when you think of McDonald's, just think of all the people that kind of did some shit with McDonald's or whatever the case may be. You know, and it's just like, yo, me growing up in the 90s as a kid, you see mostly like when big movies come out, you know, promotion and campaigning and shit. Batman was a huge thing back in the day when it came to McDonald's and shit like that. It's just certain things that you see is creative, and then you look at certain shit and it's just like, okay, it's just come in a regular box, regular fry box, regular Sprite cup, McDonald's cup, and then that's it. It's just his name on it. And it's the ingredients he wants on his burger. And it's just like, is that not following? You know what I mean? Like, I just look at that like, how many people really ordered their quarter pounder like that without this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Being a part of it. Because when you add bacon to some shit, I think that's like a fucking $1, and them thin ass strips and shit. I think cheese costs a little extra, so I'm thinking they saying it's 2 pieces of cheese on top, and then it's like another slice in under the actual patty or whatever the case may be, and fucking mustard. Who puts mustard on a fucking hamburger? Like, what? Like, hell no. Onions? Nah, bro, we ain't rolling with that shit. That shit crazy. But, I mean, I guess I'd say it's 50-50. Some people fuck with it, some people don't. But it's just like, I couldn't just see myself going to McDonald's and just like ordering a Travis Scott meal. It's like, oh, let me get the Travis Scott meal. I don't really fuck with quarter pounders anyway, like I said, but I just look at that shit is weird. Like, why you just didn't go commercial? You should have instantly did the kids meal joint. Them shits would have been selling out crazy. You know what I mean? Little kids would be begging their fucking parents. That's the main thing when you a kid, though. Happy Meal. You feel me? You should have instantly thought of some better shit than that. I mean, respect the nigga hustle for real, because that's a smooth hustle. Because the way he got niggas to sit there and go crazy over some Reese's Pieces cereal when it was cool when I was a kid, and that shit we got is cool, it's great. You know, the candy bar turned to a cereal, cool. But it's like that cereal was long forgotten about. But then all of a sudden, he want to do a collab and people going crazy. I mean, it ain't like it's Jordan on a Wheatie box, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it's not that. But I'm not trying to sound like a hater. I'm just saying I didn't understand that. And I definitely don't understand this McDonald's shit. But if y'all did purchase it, what was it tasting like? Does it taste any different from any regular quarter pounder? I doubt it, right? But you did it to say you did it because it was popping at the time and you wanted to be online flexing. But it's a $6 meal. It's just like, Jesus. Niggas is crazy, man. But if y'all have one, let me know what's up. And if it is any merch out there, whatever the case may be, let me know where I can go look at the merch or whatever the case may be. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's just weird. And I only made the video, or I made it, I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I just did it just to do it. But then I seen that Adam22, and that nigga been getting crazy like dislikes or whatever the case for whatever the fuck going on with him. But yeah, I seen he did a video on that shit, and I guess it's like a rant video or some shit. So I didn't really finish the video. I kind of got into it, but it's just like, this shit is crazy, bro. I don't think I want to see a motherfucker upload a video of them actually buying the shit, eating it online, and talking about it. It's a fucking quarter pounder, my nigga. It's McDonald's. It don't taste no different than any other day you try McDonald's. But you just have an audience and it makes sense. You get the views, you get money. Great, but let's not overhype it. It's just simply a fucking burger. It's just bread, condiments, or ingredients. And that's pretty much it, man. Damn, that shit weird, though. I don't know. Y'all let me know, though. One.